the conversation started, a friend of mine told Jason.
Now I'm Jason. Hey, Jason. Shout out to Dad.
Him and was like, "Why the fuck you always trying to keep women accountable?"
That was verbatim, y'all. It sounded just like that.
Now, here's why though. She feels as if it's nothing wrong with accountability, and I will also double down on that. There is nothing wrong with accountability. It makes you grow and it enables life to be better. Period. The issue was the perception that you only want to hold women accountable. Like, you get hard, nigga, if I get to have an accountability conversation about a woman. But whereas when it comes to a man, I have to find millions of excuses. And that's the problem.
Y'all take accountability, and there's nothing wrong with that. But is it who it comes from? Is that a issue?
This was her answer since she said all that shit. This was her answer back. She said, how come you don't know that we don't take accountability with the people that we feel as though we are cool enough to have those type of conversations with? That's what you said.
It was not, that's not verbatim.
I didn't say verbatim. I just said that's what you said.
What I'm saying is, what I was trying to get across is that women absolutely take account. At least the women in my circle do. Absolutely take accountability. And some people, not just women, including men, because y'all egos can be fragile, some of you all. Mm-hmm. There's a way in which to say things in order to get it to be received. When you all coming in hot and you're not saying where I can receive, it's not that I don't want accountability. Nigga, but how you saying this shit to me? You triggered.
Y'all do that.
So
but men as well. Men absolutely get in their ego. Women who degrade what they would have stated as their wants, desires, and or beliefs. For a man who ain't making none of them, tells me that we don't live in ego.
That's not where your ego lies. That's not where a woman's ego lies.
Hold up. Hey, that was great. Hey, that was a boomerang. Right?
What I'm saying is that men live in their ego more than women.
I disagree.
I agree with that.
When I'm speaking specifically in one-to-ones, not in overall, you know what I'm saying, their life and their movements and this and that, but man to woman, woman to man. You think that men in a relationship or dealing with a significant other, dealing their ego more than women?
Oh, wait, when you blow it up, that ain't how we talk to each other.
His response is him trying to explain why he is, and now we're off on that path.
Yeah,
and so depending on how he handled it, you may walk out. You may be like, you know what?
Some women,
something going on with you.
1,000%. But that's a miscommunication that exists. Period.
Yeah,
there's miscommunication that exists in our relationships. On both.
Wait a second.
That's miscommunication.
All right, put it like this. Generally, one more thing. Like, when you have that blow up and y'all argue for 45 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever, and
which didn't need to happen.
Which didn't need to happen. It's a miscommunication. Like all we explained. What I'm saying is the way it proceeds from then. You may be like, you know what? I'm late for doing whatever I got to do. I'm finna go, or he leaves and whatever. And the day progresses. He came to you and said how he felt. It went that way. He's left feeling like I shouldn't even say shit.
I can't even come to how I feel.
Whatever. I'm asking you, who is it on then to now repair that miscommunication from that morning? Like, so do you get off work and come home and be like, babe, what was you trying to say? Or is it up to him to readdress and come back and be like, address me properly? Like, everything you took 2 weeks to practice and say, do it right now. Like, who's on it? Who's on it? Like, we agree that the process of communication is broken. Now that it's broken, how do we get back and address that thing?
I think it's both. And I think in that moment, what will probably naturally...
He gave the 50%.
What should naturally happen is a woman who's emotionally intelligent enough to know this nigga tried, and so I'm going to open up this conversation in a different venue, right? But I still think it is both responsibility.
Can you answer this real quick? Real quick.
It is both because of your scenario, because there is both were right, both were wrong. So therefore, no.
I'm saying how I felt, and you told me I addressed you wrong. How I said it and how you took it is
no.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But there's another
you know me, nigga. You my nigga. We together. You knew when you said it that way, it was gonna be a trigger.
But that way is There's no way to say it.
It's
No,
gonna be a
that's
trigger.
not
If I
true.
say
It's
this
no
shit-
end. I would hope that the woman in that situation would create the venue.
This is crazy. Do you think women have more emotional intelligence than men?
I think both. Here and
I'm like
here.
Trump. What is emotional intelligence?
No. I'm gonna go by whatever definition she wants to put.
No, because I do think that there is
Your answer is no.
That women don't
age.
or men do?
an age that changes things.
So your answer is no. Men do not have more emotional.
So here's what my answer is.
Okay.
It is age dependent. My answer is age dependent is because
I'm out.
older men were not given the space and or opportunity to explore their emotions, whereas women were, right? We can't say that now because emotions are the name of the day. What you're looking at you need boundaries. You're looking at you need mental and mental health. No matter what you're talking to, there's words given to. I need a break. I need
That's the same thing with
these
women.
things.
Like, well, it's the same
No,
thing.
but this is what
are you-
he asked me. Do I think men or women have more emotional
I'm saying,
intelligence?
no. I agree. I'm going with what you're saying. You're saying because they're raised by older men that didn't allow
Not
that.
raised. I'm saying older men did not have as much emotional intelligence as women now.
And the same,
And I think it's
and I'm
different
saying
as
this-
we get younger.
And I'm saying the same thing with older women. Older women look at a man crying the same way. Look at a man
As weak. That's what we were
that's what I'm
taught to
saying.
look
So that's what I'm
at.
saying. So it's the same thing
Wait,
with the older generation.
then
Period. It's
time
not a
out.
man woman
Then
thing.
time out. Hold on.
I can see
Hold
that.
up. Then let me ask you this. Just so I'm clear, what do you call emotional intelligence overall?
I think emotional intelligence is the ability to be able to name, feel, and acknowledge whatever it is happening with you. That's emotional intelligence, right? I'm angry.
Right.
I know it's anger. Like I can name that the feeling is anger.
Right.
I can feel this and have it separate from whatever it is that I have about you. That's
I'm not
emo-
angry no more.
but that's emotional intelligence.
I don't want that to affect
Because
you.
most of the
Wait a
time
second,
you
wait a second,
realize
wait a
why
second.
am I?
That's
Why am I angry?
and the higher your IQ emotionally, the less you are engaged in those because
Wait
you
a minute.
realize.
So
if you
hold
wanna
on.
be
Hold on.
mad,
Stop.
if
Stop.
you
Stop.
wanna
Stop.
be
Stop.
mad, you're not
Stop.
emotionally
Stop.
intelligent.
Stop.
No.
Slow up. Stop.
That's
Stop.
not what I'm saying.
Slow up. Hold
there are
hold
things
fast.
that push
Hold
that
fast.
threshold,
Just hold
no.
fast real quick. Hold fast real quick. I don't know no man 16 and up, maybe 12 and up, who don't recognize when a woman is upset and not to fuck with this lady. Okay? I do not know nan man where that is a thing. Okay?
I know a lot of men.
Now, what
That's
you're
bull.
speaking is,
That's
I think
bull.
y'all both speaking of two different things.
That's bull.
One, I think men learn what emotional intelligence is in other people before themselves. Like they can take inventory of emotional intelligence of my mom or my dad or whoever to use it. Like, oh, okay, I better not ask for that right now.
Men grew
But
up
you don't
with
know
it.
that
To deal with
you know what I'm saying?
little
Like, your
girls, to deal
parents
with
will look at
women,
you and be
men
like,
deal with that.
You need to
You
chill out.
have
You
to.
got same one that know when to ask, and I think that's the same thing when women are dating men. It's like I wanted to go to that too, as far as how men. You say you're single. Do you have a? I hear this a lot with women that men present one way and then are another way, or you learn the other side. Everybody, when y'all meet, you got your representative.
Very few people just put themselves out there initially when they meet somebody.
But,
Like,
but
you know
that's
what I'm
the
saying? Like,
that's
just,
the cry, or that's the thing of women is like, why y'all so phony, or especially this
But-
this age of dating. They're like,
I
thought the phony shit would be
whether
over with.
whether a man or a woman, when you initially meet somebody,
You date
like,
men?
no, nigga, I'm talking about just in a general concept of even thinking about that in period, whether you a man or a woman, just thinking that, oh yeah, when I see somebody, this is the complete honest version of them. Like going into something like that, even thinking that, I ain't a skeptic, I'm a realist. Like you're crazy.
I got the eyes of optimism. Look at this shit.
No. I agree with that. And there's also a level of skepticism you should have as a woman, right? And so while you can say that I am giving you all of me, there's a part of me that also is thinking you ain't giving me 100% of you. And you should have that. Healthy skepticism is real for both ends. You should also have that about me.
But do you ignore that and look back on it and be like, I should have seen? Like hindsight is 20/20. So it's like, yeah, you can say that now. There's no emotion involved. But like when it's a dude and it's like, shit is over. It's been 6 months or 2 years or whatever it is, and it's like, I should have known.
I do blame both parties in that way, right? Like, I do believe that women, sometimes, some women, because I won't ever be a person that is overgeneralizing generalizing. I think some women don't ask important questions, and either you don't ask those questions because you really don't want to know, or you don't ask those questions because you don't think to ask those questions. But at the end of the day, you didn't put yourself in a position to get all the information that you needed about that man.
Some people
because you
And
didn't
then
ask.
blame dude.
Some people don't.
And we do sometimes.